Ba, ba. That's a bus. Welcome to the Tranzit episode of Plot of the Dead.
We're talking
Plot of the Dead.
Transit.
Let's go. Let's go Transit.
Transit in 2022 be like transition.
What?
I don't know why I didn't just say transgender. That's the
Transit. Let's go. This is the Transit episode, boys. How y'all doing? Give us a bus route B in the comments. If y'all are here.
A big head bus head Lex.
I'm gonna sit up here. Yeah, big head bus is I think my personal second favorite zombies meme.
What's the number one?
I'm sorry. It's not speak Japanese.
I don't speak Japanese has like leaked out of zombies a little bit. Like I've seen it around, just not in zombies from time to time.
Unfortunately, the most popular zombies meme is just the zombie noises.
Yeah,
which are never at any point used in a funny way.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen them in a funny context ever.
It's like I remember at one point Mac like sent one to me. She was like, "This is your thing," and I was like, "Mac, this is so dreadfully unfunny. Never do this to me again. I have been put under emotional stress by what you have done to me in this moment. Don't talk to me anymore." That's what I said to her, and we're still here today. She hasn't said a word.
Insane.
It still feels very low, not recording energy, right?
Yeah.
But we're here in Pod of the Dead. Bring
it's happening.
Bring it up. Bring it up, up, up. We're on fire. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy shit. How are we 33 episodes into a podcast? What the fuck?
This is insane, dude.
This is crazy.
We keep it going, though.
However,
we make it work.
The question is, how are we this far into a podcast? But then what this answers is, why don't we have more subs? This is the answer to that question.
It's not a hard formula.
Just singing a Fall Out Boy song, which is like the only Fall Out Boy song I know. Max looking at me. You want to know what she's doing? Not saying a fucking word, because she hasn't said one since. She just said her first word. Baby's first words. Baby's first words. So this is the transit. I'm trying to think if I've got stuff to talk about.
Is there anything interesting to even say about transit at this point?
I don't even know it. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to think if I got stories. If I got like this is what happened, because nothing is going to top. There's a fucking car through a wall.
Yeah, that's a hard one to follow up in terms of story.
Why didn't we do the transit episode last week? Come on, bro.
It could have worked out.
What did you just say? Meg, I don't know if you looked at the thumbnail and title for the last episode, but it was "We Crashed a Car Through Doris" was the title, and the thumbnail was a crashed car in the middle of Doris. We already made fun of your grandfather.
The first half of that episode was just us talking about that story and laughing about it.
Because it's so funny.
It was a good time. It was a banger.
That was
episode.
A good ep. We had a good ep last
episode.
week. If you're here still, watch the last ep if you didn't see it. It didn't get many views. I'm sad about it. It was like an 8 out of 10 at one point.
Damn.
I was really sad. Because I felt like a really good ep.
Yeah, the best content gets buried underneath Skylight's Origins now. Duh.
In fairness, also
a good
really
episode, yeah.
Also a really good ep.
That was a good one.
That I think is maybe our best zombies content ep.
I think I would probably agree. It was a good zombies episode that also did well. Good combination of being good discussion.
It's the best episode that we've had just since like we hit the downturn of we've made 3 episodes of a podcast. Now no one cares.
Yeah.
You know? Like the boom of 10,000 subscriber channel goes, "Hey, look at what I do." Now it's over. And that was our peak since, which Isn't great. 25 views, not great. But it's whatever. Again, I remember, who was it who commented? Some guy commented and was like, how do y'all keep doing this? And I was like, because I don't do it.
I don't care.
Like, we're just here to talk, bro.
Yeah, I pay so little attention to the numbers of Pot of the Dead. I look at the Origins episode and I see it's a 1 out of 10, and I'm like, nice, and that's it.
Yeah, I look at them a lot.
Yeah.
Not like all the time, but like I'll check like once a day. Once a day for like a few days after.
I check in for a few days after usually. I'll just pop in and be like, nice, episode's doing well.
Episode's doing well.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then I shoot myself with a gun in your head. Fuck, dude. Something interesting is that
Jack has done PCP.
I could tell that. I'll tell that in a minute. Let's talk about more important things. Did you guys know that after this map, we only have 3 more maps to talk about?
Yeah, we've got. What are the maps again?
5 buried SOE.
Yeah, so we've got.
That's all we've got.
We've got one of the best maps of all time and SOE to cover. I'll let you figure that one out. It's buried.
I'm gonna make a clips channel someday. I'm making a clips channel like maybe soon, because
clips channel for Pot of the Dead would be hype,
dude. One of my Welcome on Juice World is so funny, dude.
That was a banger. There's a bunch of bangers.
Also, but then you just going. I'll let you figure that out. Bits buried. That was funny. But yeah, we've got 3 episodes left. Jambo.
Hi, Jambo. Jambo, you've been staying in my room for like a week straight.
Because we have a cat here. 2 cats here.
Hey, Jambo, remember when I let you...
usual.
Jambo, remember when you were in my room for the whole day and I let you out for 10 minutes and you shit on the floor and then Jack got mad at me for it? That was really cool.
I did get mad at you for it.
Which I think before you had the context was justified.
It was justified. But then after you told me that, I was like, well, that just sucks.
It just sucks. Like, it's just bad for everyone.
Yeah, it just sucks.
What the fuck is wrong? It might have been Elodie. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was one of them.
We're going to assume it's Jambo. He's fucking twitching. Real heavy.
You tweaking, bro?
Yo, my cat tweaking. About to sell this motherfucker.
I'm sending him back, dude.
About to sell him, bro. That's
you living on the streets now.
Baby boy.
I said that, and he fucking gripped my pants. He's like, don't, please.
Don't leave me.
No.
Don't leave me to the wolves.
Let me stay, please. I won't shit on the floor.
Every night, what no one knows is that every night there's an hour where everyone's asleep. And in that hour, they come.
Who comes?
Me. Here's what was great about that interaction, Skype. I could have said anything. It did not matter what word came out of my mouth after you went, who comes? I could have said literally any word. I could have said fucking football glove, and you would have lost your mind in the same way that you just did. It's crazy. You know how there's like the concept, there's like the multiverse concept where it's just like, you know, you say something, there's like a branch of things that happen afterward. That is the first time in human history that that a decision was made and then there was no branches. It was the same ending every time.
The multiverse of jokes. For the first time in history,
the same thing happens regardless of what was said.
Insane. We're making history on this podcast,
this is history.
Everyone.
If you're here, you were part of history. You did this with us.
And we could not be more proud of you. Please like and subscribe.
Thanks, bucko.
You can't hit him with the bucko after that. Come on, man.
No, but I can't hit him with the buckshot lariat. Similar to Hangman Adam Page could not hit CM Punk with the buckshot lariat, and Mac
Come on,
just
man.
dabbed.
What's happening? Jack brings up wrestling, and then Mac dabs. It's all falling apart. It's all over.
CM Punk has become your all-elite wrestling world
It's all
champion.
over, guys. There's no hope left. All hope is gone. Probably the worst album that they've done.
First time that CM Punk's won a world title in 9 years since his 434-day reign with the WWE Championship was disintegrated at the hands of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson,
who then proceeded to lose it to John Cena in a terrible wrestling match where he tore his quad off of the bone in the first 5 minutes of a 25-minute long match and continued to wrestle.
20 minutes of hell.
Yeah, and then he couldn't make movies for a while, and then Hollywood got really mad. So now he can't wrestle anymore.
That's so fucked, dude.
Unless he, like, clears his schedule. Nothing, which he's, like, actually kind of doing right now. Because apparently he's going to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. That's what's going to happen.
The comeback.
Come.
Jesus Christ. As soon as I said that, I was like, oh, back. I said come. Oh, no.
Also, Athena showed up, which was so fucking hype. I knew it. It's this person that Mac really likes. It's a girl who was named Ember Moon before and is now Athena. Unfortunately, Ember Moon is way better of a name than Athena, but
both are cool names, honestly.
Yeah, but Ember Moon is hype.
Athena's a good name.
But yeah, so they had this match which was mid. It was a mid match. It was whatever. I never expect much out of this person's match because they just kill everybody and it's really cool. But so after the match, right, a bunch of people come out and then all of a sudden it cuts to the screen. So this girl fucking loves D&D, right? Huge D&D fan. She's a fucking, like, she wears, like, tails and shit, right?
Hype.
And
furry moment.
And then she, so it cuts to the main stage, and it says, Fallen Goddess. And I was like, there is no way in hell anyone but this person has shown up with Fallen Goddess on the screen. So I was getting up hype before anyone else in the room had fucking moved. Because I was like, it's fucking her. She's here. And then everyone else was like, what? And I was like, there's no guys. And then it was hype because I win and I know wrestling more than anyone else in the world.
More than anyone else. Damn.
So I did PCP one time.
Allegedly.
So when I was, here's what makes the story even funnier. Back 4 years ago when I was 15 years old.
Ancient times.
This is all allegedly. This didn't actually happen. This is a joke for a podcast.
Yeah, fabricated story that we made up.
It's who's the guy? It's a lie. It's made up. This one was made up. This story is a lie. It was all a lie. I love that video
it's
so
good.
Much. I love that guy.
This was not true.
It was a fabrication.
So a bamboozleification.
So that's me whenever I say anything at all.
Yeah, all of the stories for this podcast are actually not real. The car crash didn't happen. That was fake.
Okay. Yeah. So I was 15 years old. It is Christmas Day. We go to, I think at this point we went to my grandparents' house. Had a little thing there. So we have Christmas. Okay.
I'm setting the mood.
We go to my grandparents' house, normal day. It's been 4 years. I don't remember for a few reasons. And then we do a bunch of shit. And I'm like, hey, I want to hang out with my cousin. And then they were like, cool. So I go to my cousin's house. They have this like kind of straight up kind of like a farmhouse, right? It isn't entirely, there's no farm. It's just a very large yard in like a neighborhood that's like, it's not a neighborhood really, but like a forest with a road in it with a couple of houses.
Like a little forest community.
Every once in a while. You know there's houses. Shut up. And so in this house, there's like a big garage. There's like there's a little house out in the back, and then there's like the normal house. I'm out in the back house with my cousin Aiden and his friend. Earlier, so I think like that last year or earlier in the year, I went to Florida and I did some of the devil's lettuce with my cousin.
Allegedly.
And we had this was a different house. When he turned 18, we did the devil's lettuce, and I did not, and I was overwhelmed, and I went to sleep. It was a neutral time. We then went to Florida. We did some more. I had a good time. Had very, very good pizza. It was like hotel pizza that was fine, but it was really, really good. I then go, so it is now Christmas. He goes, hey, we're getting some good shit. And I was like, okay. I don't know what that means. Because I'm like 15. He's like 18, 19. He had a buddy there who, from what I recall, it was probably also 18, 19. But he looks like he could be 24. Right? Which is bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No good.
And, so they get shit. What I remember from the situation is, from the whole night, is or one thing that I remember being like a noise that came into my ear at some point was the phrase "angel dust," which I learned today, is PCP.
When did you remember that?
What do you mean? When did I remember that?
When did you remember the phrase "angel dust"?
From that night.
Like when now did you remember it?
I just talked about it with Sky and Oliver earlier.
Yeah, we were just vibing and playing shit.
It's called angel dust. I would have told you that wasn't weed.
No, I think it was weed laced. It was laced weed.
Yeah.
So
Allegedly.
weed laced with PCP. And so I was like, that sounds cool. And so
Not the PCP. He didn't know.
yeah, I didn't know any of this shit. I just thought green.
He was a dumb 15-year-old.
Yeah.
That part's not alleged. He was stupid.
Yeah, I was stupid as shit.
Arguably still so.
Not as dumb.
Not as dumb. Definitely
I did
not.
some fuck shit as a freshman, dude.
Yeah.
Things that I will not tell. So, we go out back and smoking this shit. I'm having a bad time. I'm coughing all the time. And then they're like trying to be nice about it, but they clearly like, this kid's a dick. And I was like, fuck. And if anyone has seen the television show It Is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, there is an episode of this show where it is a first-person episode from the lens of Frank Reynolds, who is Danny DeVito. And I would say his probably his most popular role, right?
Jambo's tweaking again.
Mac didn't get immediately mad at me, so we're going to say Danny DeVito. His most popular role is Frank Reynolds, and It's Always Sunny. There's an episode where he gets nervous and in this episode, he gets nervous and does a shit ton of pills. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, go look at it. It's funny. Go watch Sunny. It's a good show.
Good show. I've seen maybe one episode.
And if you watch that, you will know how I felt. Because I remember that night I was sitting there looking at my hands for a while. And Aiden comes over to me and goes, "How you doing?" And I was like, "I feel like this right now." And he was like, "Well, that sounds good." It was not good. And then he was like, we're going to go do some more. Do you want to do more? And I was like, I should say no to this. I will not be saying no to this. I then smoked more PCP.
The worst decision you could possibly make.
I
am having a bad time.
So at this point, at that point it wasn't necessarily bad. At that point it was neutral. I was neutral.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Aiden's also a bit of a cunt. Aiden, earlier that day, had promised to play Call of Duty with his little cousin, Emerson. Not his little cousin, his little brother, Emerson, my little cousin, who was supposed to be on an episode of Pod of the Dead, but I am very, very stupid and deleted it.
Shout out to the bonus
episode.
episode.
I'm so sorry, Emerson. I'm so sorry.
Mid-episode, didn't have me.
Cool. So Emerson keeps busting into this fucking room while I am out of my mind. And Aiden is trying so hard to act playful, but also keep Emerson out of the fucking room. Emerson keeps trying to like push his way through, and Aiden will not let him. Within 2 feet behind Aiden, there is weed across this counter.
Oh my god.
Like spread across the whole thing.
That's fucked.
And Emerson can't see it. Now in hindsight, he could smell it. He's not that stupid.
Yeah, he knew. He had
But Aiden couldn't let him in. Because also
Yeah.
then Emerson has plausible deniability, you know.
Yeah,
So
because if he never saw anything, it's
So
like,
in
whatever.
one hand, he's trying to keep him out of the fucking situation. On the other hand, he's doing him a little bit of a solid. And then it goes from like 11 to 2 very, very quickly. And then at this point, I am so ungodly overwhelmed. I can't like see. I am so and I'm like stumbling. I can't comprehend my surroundings. And so like okay, we're going to go lay down. At this point, Emerson has gotten mad Aiden won't play video games with him, has gone to get their dad. His dad is now involved. I am stumbling. I am walking out of this fucking shack into this house that isn't fully built.
Jesus Christ.
Am walking around like, bro, what's that fucking noise? What's happening? And then he was like, that's you walking, Jackson. And I was like, fuck. The world is flashing red, and then when it stops, it's gray. And the agent's like, he has a migraine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And I was like, I'm going to die. This is the end of life. I wasn't saying, I was trying real hard to be cool. And then Aiden walks me up these stairs and lays me down, and it's a memory ingrained in my head of just laying in this head allegedly, and with just everything flashing and me just sitting there. Oh yeah, also I forgot. He brings me up there and Aiden goes, "All right, Justin, go lay down." And then so we're standing and I just lay on the floor. Like we're just standing up. It's me, Aiden, Emerson, and my uncle who's their dad. And I just laid on the floor, and Aiden goes, "Jackson, no, lay in the bed." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And then I get up and go lay in the bed, and I was like, bro.
Adults were in this house.
Aiden.
But his parents were just like, he's got a migraine.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. Maybe they were like, I'm not fucking dealing with that shit.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows
But
what they allegedly had to deal with?
But yeah, so I then fell asleep after a bit. I don't remember how long. It was either 3 minutes or 30 minutes that I laid in that bed. I don't remember. I then wake up the next morning. Aiden's like in front of me. Like I think he's like sitting there. Like he woke me up a little bit. And he was like, "So we found your limit." And I was like, "Okay." And I learned 4 years later that was PCP that I did.
Crazy that you heard angel dust and then just never
I never looked
looked
it
it
up.
up or anything.
Yeah.
Or never thought
When I
about
thought
it,
about it, all I know is that they do angel dust in a Sunny episode.
Of course.
Or someone does it. Mac, you know
Yeah.
the Jersey episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Angel dust is done in that episode.
Yeah.
That's what I know about angel dust. Mac is here.
Spoken more words now than in the past 3 years.
Yeah. But so,
Truly insane.
this is actually, so y'all are here witnessing history twice.
In this case, herstory.
Them story.
Them they story.
Mac, what's your thoughts on them story?
She does not care.
The story.
How long we got? Can you see it? He's looking. Is it almost? It's surely almost there, right?
How would you have done PCP once and not have a problem?
You think he doesn't have a problem?
What I'm saying is,
I don't know.
like you didn't spend like time in your life being like, oh my god, fucking PCP happened to me. Like that's my only thing is like, angel dust can mean other things. PCP is an incredibly hard drug.
Yes, allegedly. Sky, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to cut in Max speaking here.
I think it'll be loud enough that it'll pick up.
I don't think that's true.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You'll figure it out, pal.
I'm pretty sure it is.
PCP is a hard drug. It is hard for me to imagine you at 15 doing PCP and not being like Aiden. Because my old roommate wouldn't even do PCP.
Yeah, I don't know, but genuinely, I remember angel dust being said. I am, what,
It could have
what,
been a form of acid.
what I can tell you is that I think I have in this moment pinpointed the memory. I think Aiden he was like mushing through it, right? And then he went, that's the angel dust. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So, Aiden's a horrible person.
Yes.
This is not news.
We know this.
The reason Aiden
Confirmation.
Emerson in the room is because Emerson already hated him at that point, I think, for doing stuff like this.
Perhaps. But yeah, so there was fucking angel dust allegedly.
Maybe allegedly could have been acid, which also a hallucinogenic.
I think I would have been fucked up earlier if it was acid.
Maybe. I don't know.
Which isn't me saying that PCP ain't shit.
I don't know enough about either of them. All I know is that they're hallucinogenics.
But yeah, I am mostly sure that that's what happened. And I'm just nuts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So after I had surgery on my chest, my mom was like, "Yo, so you have two options. One, you can just gut it out. Two, we can give you some painkillers." My mom was nervous about the painkillers. I was like, "I swear to God, mother, I will not go through this pain." And then she went, "Fine." And then
Mother, give me the killers.
I don't remember why would I know what fucking painkillers I was on? But so I had painkillers. I did not feel addicted to them. However, after I stopped doing them, I had like a day where I felt sick. Like about the time where I had stopped doing it. So could have been that I was just sick. Probably, because I felt like nauseous though. So yeah, I was definitely having a little bit of withdrawal.
Yeah, you were fucked up for a bit.
Not definitely, but like 90%.
You were though, like you were.
Yeah, no, I look back on it like I was having withdrawal.
Yeah.
When I went through withdrawal, I threw up every day.
But yeah, so I'm just nuts and don't get addicted to PCP, which means I can do it again.
Ooh.
Yes,
Jack.
Yes.
When we doing PCP together?
Never.
Allegedly.
Right now.
This is a very different episode of the pod than I thought it would
Let's go.
What's the fucking map?
PCP of the dead.
be. Yeah.
Allegedly. Fuck.
Who's to say
So
we're not on PCP right now?
So this was
allegedly.
Bus Route B. Bus Route B takes you to the guy who sells you PCP at the gas station in Brown County. Like,
Very specific.
I was sold PCP by a guy at a gas station in Brown County.
Holy
Allegedly.
shit.
Well, I wasn't sold it. He didn't sell it to me. He sold it to Aiden for bro. I got so nervous. I remember is that they bought it that night. Like they didn't have it and then like be like, "Hey, this is what we got." They fucking went to I think it was just Aiden. Aiden went to a gas station and bought it, and I'm also pretty sure that Emerson was in the car. So he had to be like, "Hey,
That's fucked.
I'm going to go into this gas station. You want a Dr. Pepper, buddy?" And then he got him a Dr. Pepper and also bought PCP.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Let's talk about Tranzit.
no. So
All right.
I remember the situation, and I was so nervous I was going to have to go with him and be a part of a drug deal, like, actively. And I was so fucking scared, bro. And I was just being like...
More or less scared after having seen Breaking Bad.
What do you mean?
Would you be more or less scared of being in a drug deal after seeing Breaking Bad?
No, it would have been fine. Normal amount of scared.
Normal amount
because
of
how
fear
many
for
of
a
those drug
deal?
deals went... Like, which of the drug deals of Breaking Bad went poorly?
There was the one with Tuco where he fucking killed the guy.
Well, that also wasn't as much of a drug deal.
Yeah,
It
that was
kind of was, but
yeah.
it was like a higher level drug deal, not in,
Yeah.
like not to like seller to consumer. It was like business to business.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tuco did fucking. Tuco did meth, but
yeah, I don't know if there was
what,
many like actual just straight drug deals shown.
Well, you remember? Well, Skinny Pete, he had his thing, and then Combo
he
got shot.
Yeah. Combo didn't even get shot during a drug deal though. He was just out there, and then other like he was out there. That wasn't like.
Well, I think he was out. I think he was out there selling.
Well, yeah, he was out there to sell, but he was in like.
Yeah,
he was in Gus's territory.
Murdered by a child.
Yeah.
Just like my mother. She's fine.
Allegedly.
But so
nobody knows where she
This
is.
fucking I would have been fine. Because like the Skinny Pete one goes bad because meth heads
They just
mug
set him up. Yeah.
Meth heads mug him.
Yeah.
And as long as I don't get set up for weed, I guess more effectively PCP, then I'm good.
Yeah. I remember one time I was
Doing PCP.
No.
In the bathroom at school in 6th grade.
Nah, I was just on the way. I was on the way to work one day.
January 12th.
Jack, you gotta stop incriminating me.
2012.
Allegedly.
Just gonna not remember that said 2012.
It's not important.
PCP.
Jesus Christ. I remember one time I was just like on the way to work, and we were at a stoplight, and I just saw some dude standing on the corner, and then someone walked up to the dude, and they like exchanged shit, and then just kept walking, and the other dude was just like glancing around, and I was just like, damn, I just watched a drug deal go down. Like, probably actually.
Mac is making cry faces at Sky.
That's
He's first witnessing of a drug deal. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I haven't witnessed a drug deal before.
Yeah, I ain't seen that shit before.
You guys have never seen drug deals before?
Well, I have. That was just what I was explaining.
I've never seen it, no.
Okay, you have. You don't know you have. I see them outside of our apartment complex constantly.
Yeah, I'm never paying attention.
I'm not looking for drug deals. I just saw that, and that was like
I'm not looking for drug deals. I just happened to look.
Yeah, that was just peak like in the middle of watching Breaking Bad, and I just saw that, and I was like, damn, good for them.
I don't know. Maybe I grew up in a worse.
You're just like, that's the dude
Breaking
that from Breaking Bad.
Just
Skinny Pete.
Just rolled down my window, fucking.
I remember one of my friends from middle school rolled up with fucking weed one day, and everybody was like,
"Holy shit!"
Is it a little bad like this? Is this a dime bag? A little bad like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He rolls up with like a dime bag with a little bit of weed, and everybody was like, "You're nuts, bro.
Stole mom and dad's weed.
You're crazy. You're fucking insane." And then we climbed up into the fucking scaffolding of the like auditorium.
Jesus Christ.
You know how auditoriums have like the thing at the top? Yeah, we climbed up there.
That's crazy. Hey Jack, you want to talk about Tranzit?
No. So
what the fuck? What the hell, man? We got to talk a little bit about
I was
Tranzit.
kidding. That one was a joke. I did have some. Hold on. I lied.
Yeah, I did.
However, it's going to transition. Trust, this is it, buddy. This is it. I'm rubbing his arm sensually.
That wasn't even like an on-camera gag. My arm is underneath the pillow cushion.
No, it's okay, baby.
This is visible. This is fine because this is like on the camera.
I'm gonna lick your hand.
Don't.
Okay. So. We climb up this fucking
assaulted.
like huge ass ladder, right? Then at the bottom, my buddy, what I've thought of in this moment was that he was just scared. and didn't want to climb up it. But he didn't say that. He said a guy came in and I hid. So I couldn't go up, sorry. And we came down. And it was cool. And then I remember we tried to jump a fence into a fucking soccer field, and I tore my pants. And I told my
Sick.
dad, I called my dad and went, Dad, help. I tore my pants. We were playing tag, and a guy crossed me up. And I tore my pants. I like how I couldn't have been the guy crossing up.
Yeah, you could have said anything, and you still made yourself look bad, just not incriminated.
Yeah, so I'm going to circle this around, and I'm going to tell the first part again. So we climbed up, and then we pulled up to the Galvanical spot on Transit. We're talking about Transit. Welcome to the Transit app.
What a transition. Jesus Christ.
What a transition.
It's been 30 minutes, guys.
Welcome to Bot of the Dead, Maggie. It's what we do.
Yeah, this is how it goes.
So
Listen, this is like 60% a white boy podcast at this point.
So
and then we sprinkle in the zombies talk.
okay, so zombies talk. Now obviously Transit's Transit, and it's not good.
Yeah, there's plenty of bad things we can say about it. I think
And here's the problem with Transit. Like, there's no hot takes.
yeah, not really.
Because what's bad is objectively bad.
It's just poorly designed from the ground up.
Like, as
with
much as I
very
hate
few
Moon,
yeah.
a lot of people disagree.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that Moon is a very good map. But
Moon
people are
Moon
wrong.
has good things going for it. There are positive attributes that you can
Yes.
latch onto and say, I really
And go,
like these
"That one."
features.
That one right there.
This map works for me.
But to me, the negative features are too ungodly overwhelming and make it, to me, the worst zombie map of all time.
Yeah. Of
Ye-
course, we got to add the caveat.
No Vanguard.
Yeah. Shut
Shut the fuck up, woman. Jesus Christ.
the fuck
Caveat.
up.
Caveat.
Them.
Caveat.
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 How'd you miss, bro? So
Don't throw.
the problem is there's nothing we can say about it being bad, and nothing we can say about it being good, because the discussion has been had, I feel like, many a time. That's the thing is, I'm not saying there's nothing we can say about being good because there isn't anything that's good. I'm saying because the discussion of what is good on Transit, because it does have redeeming qualities. Obviously.
There are a couple things.
I'm gonna let you talk because I've been talking for a while, and I'm just gonna let you talk about the good qualities of Transit real quick. Don't go in depth on them. Just talk about it.
Yeah, Transit has a couple good things. There are a couple like hidden areas around the map which are fun to get to. A couple like fun wall buys and stuff. I enjoy that. It would work better if the map wasn't covered in fog and way too big, but cool idea. A couple of the buildables are fun. Being able to like put the ladder up in the diner and get the galvanuckles, that's a cool feature. I really like that.
So the problem with your with that feature is that you don't put the ladder there. You put the hatch there.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Did you guys know that on every map in Black Ops 2 but Buried, you can only get one ray gun Mark II? He didn't know that.
Yeah, it's never something that I
So
really like
so
needed to
what
think
y'all
about.
are gonna get ready for at some point, not today, but at some point, is an episode that is purely zombies trivia that I am asking Sky, and he won't know because Sky does not know zombies trivia. Like very simple shit like that, he doesn't know.
I don't know a lot of shit about BO2 because BO2 is a mid-zombies game.
Well, I think BO1 is better. I think not Cold War. I think BO3 is better. And then BO4 might be better, which I think inherently, just ranking wise, makes it a mid game.
Putting BO4 over BO2 is such a hot take, and it makes me happy that that's even something that crossed your mind.
I'm not sure if I agree with it off the dome, but
Yeah,
I think that it's something that
I don't
absolutely
care if you. Agree
I'm
with
willing
it.
to entertain the thought.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
Because bro, Ancient Evil's so good. Ah.
Ancient Evil, every single Chaos map is at least good.
Y'all might get an Ancient Evil up. Y'all might get an Ancient Evil up.
Yeah, Ancient Evil specifically,
Y'all might
and
get
then
one.
maybe I feel like a Voyage episode could be fun, just because that's like a map that we have
Yeah.
some hot takes on.
Yeah,
I think we should talk about some of the maps that
Yeah. We will.
Because we got to go through and do all the non-Treyarch stuff too, obviously.
Which we're not gonna go map by map, but we're gonna go. Here's the AW at.
I think
Here's the World
what
War
we should
II
do
at.
is we'll do game by game, and then if there's a map that specifically warrants more discussion, we can talk about it in an episode.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think y'all are gonna get an Ancient Evil. I've decided right now that they will be getting an Ancient Evil at.
Yeah, so we've got more maps left.
Yeah. Now we got 4.
Yeah.
We have BO1, BO2, BO3, and BO4, which is interesting. It's fun.
Yeah,
Ancient Evil's so good. Bro.
Ancient Evil is a fantastic
it's
map.
so good. I love Ancient Evil so much.
Visually, Ancient Evil might be like a top 2 map if it were in the BO3 engine.
That's an interesting question.
In the BO3 engine, it's a top 2 map, I think. Like, easily in, like, the top of S tier. Because right now, as a map, I put it in S tier.
It's an S for you?
Yeah.
To me,
it goes to S for me.
To me, it's in the middle ground next to DE.
Yeah, I mean, DE goes in my S tier, too. I've bumped DE up.
There's like a half a tier where it's like, there's A, and there's A+, and there's S.
Yeah, I think right now my S tier contains 4 maps, which are those 2 and then
the goats.
Yeah, obviously.
So, yeah, for me, I think it's those. It's the goats, it's Origins, half a tier, DE, Ancient Evil, full tier.
Yeah. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, we've got Tranzit.
God.
Transit stays firmly planted in the F tier. The only way that Transit moves to even like a D tier is if you're playing at 8 players.
With 8?
Yeah.
I think Transit's D with 4.
Maybe with a 4 squad. Maybe that's enough to bump it up.
I think a 4 squad puts it to D, which we're gonna try soon. We're gonna
yeah.
play
We haven't actually run it recently with a 4 squad.
Not tomorrow, but hopefully the next day.
Yeah, at some point we got the squad. Everyone's got
Wednesday.
Plutonium now, so we're gonna run Transit together. Plutonium is fucking hype, by the way.
I want to think more about this. Would Ancient Evil be? So obviously for me, I'm saying top 3. Because I don't. God. BO3 engine? Does it get there?
For me, yes.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying, does it get there?
Yeah, does it clear for you? For me, I think it definitely does. Because like Ancient Evil right now is a top 4 map for me. I think I definitely prefer it over DE if it's in the BO3 engine. Like
here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get wild with this one.
Okay.
If Ancient Evil is in Black Ops 3, Ancient Evil is the best map of all time. I feel the way that I feel looking at Shadows is the same way I feel looking at Ancient Evil.
I'm flabbergasted.
I feel the same way.
Holy shit.
Ancient Evil is definitely held back by the BO4 engine, but I'd be willing to tie it with Shadows, because I think that Shadows is such a good like bubble map.
Yeah.
Like where obviously I'm not even talking. Or obviously it's like the different characters, and it's like a spot that was never really revisited and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's a small map. A small map relatively to like what we look at map size now.
Shadows? Not really, I don't think.
I don't know. Whatever. It isn't huge.
It's not huge, but it's a pretty fair size map.
It's not.
Still.
Yeah. It's not like something massive like Dryzendrak, which is very grandiose.
Yeah, Dryzendrak does
very
go
grandiose.
Yeah.
Crovy is, Rev is, Zet isn't, in my opinion. But the other 4, the maps in BO3, Shadows and Zet to me aren't. Everything else is very. This is the most important thing of all time.
Sure.
Sure,
yeah, I get you.
And I think that Ancient Evil this is the most important thing of all time. Right? Look at that shit. Oh, dude, you look up and the beams of light. Oh.
Yeah, the setting definitely gets there. I think the map size doesn't, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying it feels very grandiose.
It does, yeah. It's a very
It
fantastical
feels
setting.
uber important.
Yeah. It's just such a cool setting. It's like it takes like the good
Yeah.
parts of Buried and makes it better.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, yeah, it is. It is. Oh my god, yeah, no, it's. Oh my god, if it's in BO3, it's the best map of all time. Oh my god, it is. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Jack coming to a crazy realization.
Okay, it's in S tier.
Yeah,
It's
there
in-
you go.
it's in
There we
S.
go.
With even in BO3, 4.
In the BO4 engine, it suffers, but it's still like a fantastic map to play. Where do you think Voyage goes if it's in BO3?
I don't know. I
Do you,
don't
do you think Voyage changes at all? Do you think the perception of Voyage changes at all? That's an interesting question, because, like, I don't know.
I'm going to say no.
Because BO3, with how BO3 works, being in, like, super close
That's
quarters,
exactly what I was thinking.
it still, it suffers a little bit from that, I
Yeah,
think.
of all of the games, like, you think of BO3 maps, and they're all very open.
Yeah.
Not like, obviously not like immensely open like Origins is.
They've got pretty open spaces
but
everywhere.
like every area, like you can slide from one spot to the next. You know,
Yeah.
in like every kind of set spot. When you obviously like Mob of the Dead, you really can in most areas.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I personally, I think that just like one of the big problems with BO4 and especially Voyage is like part of the reason it's so bad is because of the spawns. I think the spawn system of BO4 is not necessarily.
Is it like what's the big difference?
The difference is that in something like BO3, they will do the thing where they like despawn zombies and then it'll spawn closer to you. But in BO4, they amp that up where they'll spawn like where you're going and they will be out in that area before you get there. Like they will spawn in and be in front of you before you can do anything about it.
Bro, I was playing with Ollie earlier on Town, and we were running, and he was in front of me. There's zombies behind him, and then they just turned from running at him and then completely entrapped me in a half a second.
Jesus.
We were also playing, and I got an RPD from them. I was like, okay, here we go. And then Ollie was training in the weirdest way possible, and I dropped from QR directly into the center of his horde of zombies and died immediately. And then he yelled at me, and I was like,
That's pretty funny.
literally,
That's pretty
this
funny.
is your fault.
I kind of want to play Town now. Fuck.
Eat my dick.
Shout out to so here's something I will say. Here's something that I will give credit to. I don't know if this is necessarily attributed to Transit, but it's like just the launch stuff of BO2. The survival maps are such a good concept.
Great concept.
Such a good concept. They like really should have done more with that. There should have been like survival versions. I'm gonna say something here that there should have been survival versions of every single map that's come out.
What do you mean?
Like I think that at least for like the bigger scale maps, especially the more complex ones, there should absolutely have been like smaller cutoff sections of the map made as like
Yeah, never mind. I'm with you.
more casual survival maps.
I'm with you,
Like
definitely
1,000%.
Definitely
That's
agree.
like now obviously I don't know the back end like the developer stuff. That seems like it would be really easy to do because you're taking the map that you've already built and you're just like chopping a section of it out. And then
Yeah.
you just put like a pack-a-punch machine and like some perks around and stuff.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm with you. I thought about that too much. I overthought it. Yeah.
Maybe not every map because something like obviously the smaller maps don't need it. Some maps it doesn't work as well for.
I think like something like Shadows works super well.
Yeah, you could have survival maps for all of the districts,
Because all the districts should have a survival map.
or you could have a survival map for just like the down low area and like the pack-a-punch room. That could be cool. That could be
Yeah.
a fun little survival map.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like training down in that area. That could be really
I
fun.
still remember when that was the high round strat.
Oh yeah.
I have played every iteration of the SOE high round strat.
Yeah, but you got that for SOE, and then like I don't know what you would do. Like Drak, maybe you could have like the underground as like an area.
Maybe, but otherwise, that's.
DE, I don't think it works as
Yeah.
well with Zetsubo, maybe not.
That's what you could do, like the sides. Yeah, you could do the sides of the bunker.
Oh yeah, the bunker, that's true.
You could definitely go. like the right side, the left side, and the bunker.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then, something like going back to BO2, something like Mob, you could have like the docks as like its own cutoff area,
Yeah,
and that like
they did
downstairs.
kind of do that a little bit.
I mean, yeah, with Grief,
Yeah.
they had that, but that was only playable in Grief mode.
Yeah, something they kind of did it.
Yeah, I always survival maps are one of those things that I think they never utilized properly.
Yeah.
Like they had them, it was a great concept, and Town is like a fan favorite of BO2 just because it was like the best casual launch map.
Yeah,
And
it's
then they
crazy to me.
never did anything with it again.
I never felt anything about Town. Town has always felt nothing to me.
Yeah, but Town is just like a lot of the like for it is just powered by nostalgia, but it's a good enough map. It's just like casual friendly hop in, play zombies for a bit, which like yeah,
Yeah, but
it works. I understand you not feeling anything for it,
You know,
but
I'm saying,
yeah.
I just never felt anything. Ever.
But they really should have done more with that.
Since
with the
I
survival
failed
maps.
radio and TV, I haven't felt sad.
Not once, never.
That's not a joke.
You, what?
We'll talk about it later. Never mind.
Man, I wish they had done more at survival maps though. That's something that BO4, someone is working on like custom like survival versions of every single BO4 map.
Is like in BO3 or in BO4?
In BO4,
Are there mod maps for BO4?
no. I don't know how it works. I don't understand, but it's really impressive. I don't know when the project is going to be done or if it is like, I don't know, but there's like this dude is fucking insane. I'll try and like I'll link him in the description when I upload the pod.
I'll remind you.
No, you won't.
I'll try.
That I believe. I don't think you'll remember though. Whatever. It's really fucking cool. He made like survival versions of all of the BO4 maps. So I think Ancient Evil is just like the spawn area and like the marketplace or something. Alpha Omega is just like the middle of Nuketown, or like it is just the Nuketown areas.
Oh my god, yeah, it is the best map of all time in BO3. Holy shit. Oh my god, it beats Shadows if it's in BO3. Holy shit.
Jack has come to a massive revelation.
Holy shit. Oh my god, it's such a good map.
It's a great map. I the first couple times I played it, it didn't quite hit for me, but like I don't know, something about just like going back to it, like eventually that setting just kind of like sat with me, and I was just like, damn.
Eventually that beam of light hits you.
Yeah. And
I
you're just
remember
like, fuck.
I remember hearing it was a good map, and I never played it
Yeah.
because I didn't have BO4. And then we played it recently, and I was like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucking what a map, man.
It's so good.
Stands in stark contrast to the map of this episode, which we've touched on for maybe 5 minutes.
It's Tranzit, dude.
It's
What's there to
Tranzit.
talk about?
Yeah.
You have to talk about it. You're talking about every map. But it's Transit. Unfortunately, there's nothing. With Transit, such an overanalyzed map, there's nothing we can say that hasn't already been said.
Yeah, that is unfortunately true.
Because there's no hot takes, because everything is either agreed upon as this is the fun part, or this is objectively a bad thing.
Yeah. I really do think that Transit could work in a modern game.
They could
Without the hardware limitations, they could make Transit work. They could like add more to it.
make Transit an Outbreak map.
They could have done that, and it would have been a great Outbreak map.
I'll say they still could.
They still could. They're not going to. They're not going to release a full-scale Outbreak map at this point. I'm like
shit, they
pretty
could.
confident.
I mean, they could 115 day next year.
I mean, maybe.
Good.
I guess we'll wait and see.
Because at that point, okay.
Never say never.
You know what? Prediction. The next one, January 15th, 2023, will be a very important day for zombies.
Okay.
There you go. It will be a very important. We will get stuff. We will get some good shit.
Zombies Chronicles 2 in BO3.
Dude, I'd be so hyped.
That would be fucking crazy if they did that. Dude, fucking Zombies Chronicles 2 comes out in BO3. One of the maps that gets added, Ancient Evil. They go backwards.
Shit, they could though.
I mean, they could in theory, yeah.
I didn't think about that.
They're not going to. They're not going to add shit to BO3.
They should though. Bro, if they added Ancient Evil to BO3, I swear to God.
That would be fucking nuts.
Dude, I don't. Yeah, like it makes me feel the same way Shadows does.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Ancient Evil is like a great map. We should do the Easter egg on it sometime. We should play through that.
I want to use the hands, but why haven't we played more Why haven't we played more Ancient Evil?
Had to catch yourself there, because you know why we haven't played more BO4.
Yeah.
It's BO4.
BO4 and the mint is so bad.
Still better overall than BO2.
Yeah, I was saying it's so bad. I was trying to say like
The engine and stuff.
it's the 15th of January, 1-15. Because it just is 1.
Yeah, both of them are 115, but whatever.
2 115 days. Well, actually, it's primarily because the game's released in early November. So they can't have 115 day on the release of the game. Do you guys know that on this day, 4 years ago, LeBron James dropped 51, 8 and 8 on the Golden State Warriors, and then
Shut the fuck up!
Thank you, Matt.
J.R. Smith forgot the score. Did you know a player forgot the score? That's actually funny.
Hey guys, the camera's off. This is the end of Pot of the Dead.
He forgot the score.
This is the end of Pot of the Dead, guys. The episode's over. The camera's off. You can't see us, but I'm still talking. It's over.
Oh wait, are we done?
You've been talking for an hour.
Yeah, we've been going.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm asking, do you want me to start it up, or is this? Are we?
Do you want to do a
ending in
proper
silence?
outro? We'll do a proper outro. Cause I'm about done. I think we've. What else are we gonna say?
I don't know.
Just suck Ancient Evil's dick more.
You know what? We could, but what I think is funniest is if we just have, like, a minute and a half of a black screen with us talking.
You know, I did think that would be funny to end it this way, which is why I did say this is the end of Pot of the Dead.
And then now we're done.
Now,
bye guys.
yeah, it's I like how you still waved. Allegedly. We didn't rate the episode, Jack. What'd you think of the episode? Grab microphone. What'd you think?
7
7. Not bad.
out of 7.
Perfect episode. Just like the perfect map, Ancient Evil.
Oh, I was gonna moan really loud.
All right, that's it. Bye, guys.
Bye guys.